to the cloud. You're on. Charles, I believe I muted you. I apologize. Yeah.
There, can you hear me okay? Thumbs up? Okay. Welcome to Steph K Yoga. I am not Stephanie. I'm subbing in for my wife tonight, and she's being a very good example of taking care of yourself when you have an injury. So you don't just keep pushing through, because pushing an injury can often cause injury. So we're gonna do the same basic routine that she does tonight, and if I don't do it exactly the same, it's just because I'm trying to do it from memory. But fundamentally, we're going to do breathing, warm up, conditioning, stretching, breathing. So let's start with the breathing. So finding your comfortable sitting position. Just start by paying attention to your breathing. Just notice it. No need to change it. And so now we'll engage the breathing a bit more with technique. And I like to think of the most relaxed breathing as being like filling up a water balloon. So the breath comes in and it fills the belly and the back and the sides. And then as the balloon fills with, in this case with air, but pretend it's water, it just expands up and fills the entire upper body. And then let go and exhale everything. So there's no need to hold your body in place while you breathe. As you breathe, your body is going to shift. Your lower body, as it expands, changes your balance. So just notice how your breathing moves you instead of you moving your breathing. And now let's bring our attention to the breathing as an activity, knowing that our brains are going to take our attention away. We're going to become distracted. And that's not a mistake. It's part of what our brains do. And that's some research calls that the default neural behavior. It's something along those lines. So when that happens, you'll notice it. And when you notice it, just bring yourself gently back into breathing and being aware of your breathing. So the distraction is taking you to the future or to the past. That's our default. when you come back to the present and noticing your breathing in this moment, and now, and now, you engage your task mind in a healthy way. So be on your own for the next minute or so. Our minutes pass us by, or maybe we pass our minutes by. That was only about a minute, and yet a minute seems like forever when you really pay attention. So let's do some warming up. And the first warm up is going to be helping to keep the muscles, the joints from interfering with our movements too much. So squeeze in your back, thinking about squeezing from the middle of your back, that lower end of the trapezius muscles. Squeezing together, keeping that nice full breathing going. Circular breathing. Don't hold anywhere. And relax. And again, squeezing from the middle of the back, squeezing the lower shoulder blades together. Deep, full breaths. Breathe out and relax. And now you're going to do a shoulder roll, but really tighten up your shoulders, unless you're Stephanie, and only if, and certainly not if it hurts. But tighten up around the shoulder area, the shoulder girdle, as you do this movement, the shoulder roll. Nice and slow. Only a few. And reverse. So really engage the muscles. You can squeeze all the way down the arms if you want. Nice full breaths. All the way down into the belly. And breathe out and relax. And now take the arms out to the sides and just this motion. Just this. Just back and forth, nice and easy. Keeping the shoulders down, and notice how the body moves. Are you holding your trunk in place? Or is there a compensating movement? How relaxed can you be? Notice your breathing. Pardon me. Notice your breathing. And that's good. So then with the arms out and about to here, about chest level, And all you do is just go to the side. And think of this, let the motion for the movement be low, really as low as you can go. But this is not a stretch, okay? This is a warm-up. So you're not going as far to the side as you can go. This is helping warm up the core. And when I do this, I just keep the head forward. And this helps me to feel, keep that neck and shoulders loose and relaxed. Okay. And now taking the arms, let's just take the arms right up. And then down, turn the palms down and take the hands down. Turn the palms up and embrace the sky. And when the hands are at the top, turn those palms out and feel your shoulders rotating inside. Feel those shoulders rotating back and then go down. Palms up and up to the sky, turning the palms and shoulders out, rotating and down. So breathe in and out. In and out. In and out. And if you're like me, I don't have my shoulders right to the side. I don't have them like in a line. I'm actually out at an angle. And that's just a touch easier on my shoulders. So I recommend that for like the older you get, and maybe even the younger. And down. And then one more time up. Look up towards your hands. Breathe in, breathe out. Arms come down. Turn the palms over. Bring your hands behind you. And if you can, put your palms together. Now from this position, look to the right. Look to the left. And look forward. The goal is not to see how high your arms can get. How high can your arms be, but still be able to look to the right easily and look to the left, poised and fluid. And let go, and out and up. Oh, big sunrise smile, and down. And now the palms are up. Same idea, you can bring the palms back. Yeah, they're going toward each other, but not so much that you're craning forward and adding all sorts of tension to yourself. But instead, can I still look to the right? Can I still look to the left? Are my shoulders down? Am I poised? What's going on with my knees? And come back around. And this time, hug. Reach all the way around. And draw your elbows forward. Gently, nice and gently, so that you're really giving the back a stretch. I like to bring my elbows up. You don't have to. But I keep my shoulders down, elbows up. Breathe in, breathe out, and relax. Okay, so that is part of the warm-up. Let's do some conditioning. Let's come on down to hands and knees. and into the table pose. And first, let's do some horse. So from this position, look to the right, just as if you were standing. Just look to the right, and then bring your right hip towards your right shoulder as if somebody were pinching your right shoulder and your right hip together. And I feel that as a compression on my right side and an extension on my left side. And while you're in this position, ask yourself, am I dipping my lower back down, or is it still neutral, or have I raised it up? Play around with where it is. Breathe in, breathe out, and back to center. Now look to the left, and then squeeze to the left. Pinch in a healthy way, not in an unhealthy way. And again, notice what your lower back is doing. Breathe into that. And back to center. One more time to the right, look to the right. Horse pose to the right. Are you extending your shoulder up, or are you dipping down? Where do you want to be? Back to center and to the left. Breathe in, breathe out, back to the center. And going into cow pose first. So starting in a neutral position, drop down your belly button, pushing your belly button down to the floor seemingly, moving your way toward the middle of the back, and then the upper back. And while all of that is down, gently raise your head and chest, but only as much as is comfortable. Breathe in, breathe out, and relax back to neutral. Now drop your head down and find that position where your head is really just dangling. You're not tucking your chin here, just dangling. And now start pulling in your abdominals. So your belly button is actually going toward the sky. And as you work your way up the spine, check in with your head and neck. Is it still dangling? Or have you accidentally tucked your chin? Keep it loose until you are an angry cat. Stretching cat. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, let's do a little pointer. Actually, I like to do, I'm going to do pointer. I really like to do the one to the side. I don't remember what it's called. We'll get to it. So right leg back, push through the heel. Make sure your hips are level. Left arm out. We will do pointer just for a moment. We'll have some fun with pointer. And now, from that pointer position, go ahead and rotate out. So take your right leg all the way around. Your left hand comes all the way around, like you're going to 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock on the clock. Put the right foot down, sole down, and now sit back on that heel. Now in this position, in order to relax that leg, you actually are not going to be able to keep the sole down. So just relax that leg completely. The foot will come up off the ground, or the toes will come off the ground a little bit. And reach over, grab wherever you can. In my case, it's the ankle. Oh, I can reach my toes today. You know, I couldn't reach my toes 2 or 3 months ago. It's because of doing some of these stretches almost every day, I'm able to do this. And breathe. Breathe out. And find your way back to tabletop. Left leg goes back. Press through the heel. Right arm goes out. Just hang out here and breathe. And now start taking your left leg toward 9 o'clock, your right arm toward 3 o'clock. Drop down, drop them down, and sit back. Once again, relax that left leg. Reach out to wherever you can today. And sink into this pose. You can play with where your right arm is situated. I like to put it, I'm putting it right next to my knee right now, so that it's so that the elbow is still directly underneath the shoulder. And that way I'm stable and I'm feeling like I can relax more. Breathe in, out, and find your way back to tabletop. Okay. So let's do some Firebird. So from our tabletop position, let's take the same ones we just had. So we'll take right leg back. Maybe it isn't. Left arm out. And first, it's going to be 5 slow crunches, taking your knee to your elbow. So 5 slow ones and then 5 faster ones. Here we go. And breathing out and in. In on an extension and out on the contraction. In, out. Nice and slow. In and out. In and out. And in and out. I know that's 6. And now 5 quick ones. Go. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come down to table. Okay. And now right arm out, left leg back. And exhaling with the crunch. Go. In with the extension, out with the contraction. In, out. In, out. In, and out. And 5 quick ones. So here we go. In, out. 2, 3, 4, 5. And down to tabletop. Okay. Let's do thread the needle. It's a good time for that. So reach the right arm into the air and take 3 deep breaths from this position. Sink into it. And now curl the arm down beautifully, gracefully. Take it through and settle in onto that arm. Palms together. Reach out on the floor. And then smoothly take your arm behind you. Breathe. Deep breaths. And bring your left hand around, put it in front of your face. Push up, arm comes up, breathe in, out, and down. Left arm up. And 3 deep breaths. Enjoy being in this pose. And bring the hand down and through. Palms together. Reaching out. Smoothly curl the hand, right arm behind you onto your back. Breathe. And bring the right arm down, front of your face, push up. Left arm goes high, reaching toward the sky, and breathing out, come back down. Okay. And find your way to your back, or actually to a boat pose. And you know what? I take it back. Go ahead and lie down on your back. So gently find your way to your back. We're going to do an abdominal conditioning that is I find surprisingly effective, and it doesn't take very much time to do it. So from this position, from your feet in position, just bring your knees up a little bit so that you're able to reach around them. But to start, put your hands on your thighs, okay? And with your hands on your thighs, you're going to bring your knees back towards your chest while pressing against them with your hands. So your legs are going to win, but you keep giving as much resistance as you can. And this is going to be to a 10 count. So here we go, bringing your thighs back towards your chest with resistance, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relax. Now reach your hands around so that your hands are on the front of your shins. And same thing, we're going to push the legs out, but provide resistance with the arms. So here we go, 10 count, and going out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. You got to keep your abdominals strong on these. So let's do one more repetition of that. So bringing, with resistance, bringing the legs back, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, keep pushing, 8, 9, and 10. Relax, give yourself a nice smile because you're working hard. And go in the other direction with resistance. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, and go ahead and bring your feet down to the ground. Arms out to the sides, palms up, and just take a deep breath and kind of revel in the feeling in your abdominals right now. And as a bonus, that was also strengthening in the legs and in the arms. So let's go into bridge pose. So bring the arms a little closer to your sides. And one way to help yourself get up into the position, besides that you need to engage your abdominals when you do this, is with your elbows a little closer to your sides, you can also find yourself pushing up with the elbows. So let's do that. Pushing up, nice and easy. Belly button goes to the sky. Keep the abdominals nice and strong. And then if you want, you can bring your shoulder blades underneath you, squeeze them together. So tighten, strengthen your abdominals here, your gluteals, and try to relax the quadriceps. And now with real control, start coming down, one vertebra at a time, starting at the top of your chest, top of your back, going down, 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 and finishing. Let's do that one more time. So finding your own way up with control, slowly up into bridge pose. Bringing your shoulder blades underneath if you want. Make sure, check in with your neck. Is it tight? Doesn't need to be. How about your toes? Are your toes tight? Give them a little wiggle maybe. And now gently go down. Uncurl. It's my favorite part. And all the way down. Okay, reach out. Bring your knees up. And hold on to your knees. And feel and completely relax your legs. So the only thing that's keeping your legs from flopping to the ground is your hands. So if you relax your arms, your knees go forward. If you engage your elbows, your biceps, your legs go back. So you can move your legs in a circle, but your legs are passive. And for the next little bit, I'm going to invite you to just have fun. So you can just go in circles if you want, if that's fun for you. But you can also separate your legs and be able to just move them, all the while noticing and ensuring that your legs are relaxed. Maybe sometimes you just need to let go and see that your leg is just going to fall away from you. Maybe they go wide. But just play like a little kid. And gently bring yourself back to center. And rest your feet on the ground. What I find when I've done that is that it takes me away from control. And what I find is how much movement there can be in my hips and how much I try to control with my legs when I don't have to. So that could be a fun, playful way to just give yourself a little bit of a passive movement, almost as if somebody else is controlling you. So finally, from this position, just reach your hands overhead if you're able. And if you're not able, then you could reach your hands towards your knees. Either way, you're giving yourself a bit of a stretch. Full breath in, full breath out. And now bring your arms back and find your way into your own Shavasana. And I will do the same, which is going to be sitting, which isn't quite the same. And come back to your breathing. So, as we're in Shavasana today, let me guide you through a loving kindness meditation. And we'll go through this in different stages. And this is based on the model by Jack Kornfield. Starting with yourself, imagine two people who love you, or it could be two animals or a single animal, but someone that you know loves you or has loved you in the past and was easy to feel that love from. And those people are on either side of you and they're holding your hand and they're smiling at you. And they're saying to you, may you feel healthy. May you act kindly. May you overcome obstacles. And may you express gratitude. We start with ourselves because if we can't be kind to ourselves, it's hard to be kind to other people. Imagine someone it's easy to love, and that person's in front of you, and look into that person's eyes. And quietly, silently say to that person, may you feel healthy. May you act kindly. May you overcome obstacles. And may you express gratitude. We all have casual acquaintances in our lives, the barista at the coffee shop, someone who takes a walk in the neighborhood that we see outside the window. Imagine that person in front of you, someone you don't know so well, and look into his or her eyes and say silently, may you feel healthy, and may you act kindly, and may you overcome obstacles, and may you express gratitude. And there are people we have conflict with. Sometimes we have conflict with ourselves, but we also have conflict with other people, or we imagine people. So imagine that person now, and as well as you can, say to that person, may you feel healthy. May you act kindly. May you overcome obstacles. And may you express gratitude. We don't get out as often to be in groups, but when we do, imagine one of those places with dozens of people and simultaneously connect with them all as if you could say to them all, may you feel healthy. May you act kindly. May you overcome obstacles. And may you express gratitude. And as you lie there, feel that feeling of loving kindness expanding out from you. It expands out to the sides and up and down and into the room that you're in, and out beyond that to the house, and out beyond that to the neighborhood, expanding out like a wave, like a blanket, all around the earth and all the people. May you feel healthy. May you act kindly. May you overcome obstacles. May you express gratitude. And gently bring yourself back. Come back here. Come back to now. And bring that gratitude, that feeling, into your breathing. Your breathing is always with you. You can always return to your breathing. Your breathing is home. At your own pace, find your way to your side. Express gratitude to yourself and to anyone you want to. And make your way up until you're seated. Gently and gracefully. And I invite you to take the practice with you. Just like you took yourself around the earth, take the practice forward from the past. It was so nice to get to do this. And thanks for letting me. Namaste.